Alright guys, get ready for a field trip. Hey, what is going on everybody? Ali here, back again with another Force Friday fun video of the top 2 most emotional slash epic battles of Star Wars that are, in my opinion, like the most emotional and impactful ones. I was going to say actually top 3 because of Sabine. Like, Sabine's basically her whole arc, her whole story arc about like her family, like kind of betraying her and everything like that, and vice versa and stuff like that. That was like really emotional, but I wouldn't really consider that an actual like battle. I wouldn't say that's an actual like epic like battle or anything, even though the Darksaber was awesome. She did such a good job with like using it in Star Wars Rebels and stuff like that. It was fantastic and stuff, very emotional. I actually choked up with those scenes and everything. So I'm gonna do top 2 because there are only 2 that really stuck with me as impactful, emotional, and like just epic, like just completely epic. So without further ado, let's get into the first one. Number 2 would have to be Ahsoka versus Vader. And it wasn't actually just about the fight, it was about her leaving in the Clone Wars, leaving the Jedi Order, and then like that part, that whole scenario with her leaving like Anakin and the Jedi Order made me like bawl my eyes out. It was so freaking sad and emotional and everything that I really liked. And what I loved most about this emotional, impactful fight was that before it happened, she went into a Jedi temple on Lothal in Star Wars Rebels in season 2, and just seeing her basically facing her demons in that temple and stuff, that Anakin kind of like a silhouette of him is like, why did you leave and stuff? She said, I had to go. She starts crying. I start tearing up and stuff. And he's like, you know what I've become, showing Darth Vader and stuff. I thought that was like fantastically done. She's freaking out and stuff. And then her facing Vader at the end of that season was just like, the fighting was fantastic and everything. And her being able to slice Vader's helmet, like jump on like his arm basically and just cut his helmet, that was like just amazing. First of all, the fighting, the epic lightsaber fighting was just amazing. I can't even. But also that she is facing her demons with this fight, saying to Vader that like, I will avenge my my master and stuff, because Vader basically, you know, killed off Anakin, you know, killed him off and stuff. And just basically she doesn't regret what she did and stuff, and she's just trying to move forward with everything that's going on. And then that scene when she cuts Vader's helmet and then he says Ahsoka, like for that split second Vader became Anakin again. And then she's like, I'm not gonna leave you and stuff. He's saying, get out of here. And then he goes back to Vader saying that like, you will die, Ahsoka. And she's like, I'm not leaving you, not this time. Really choked me up. I thought that fight was fantastic, and that's my number 2. Now guys, my number 1 has got to be the most epic fight, and probably the most emotional for me, because I was emotional, I was choking up, I was crying with this fight, and that is Obi-Wan versus Anakin, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Sucks for you. Hey.
Now, why I think that this is the most emotional and impactful fight for me in Star Wars is because basically Anakin goes against everything that he was taught and stuff. He goes against his friends, who are basically his family in the Jedi Order, goes against his love to save her. Like, he chokes her out, like, Padme. You do not do that to Natalie Portman, my girl, okay? Like, him doing that just because he wants to save her life, he needs to realize that everybody dies and everything. And then Obi-Wan's like, I will do what I must. I fight for the Republic, for democracy and stuff. And Anakin's like, if you're not with me, you're against me and everything. And then they start dueling it out. And I gotta say that fight was the most epic fight in all of Star Wars, period. I don't care what anybody says. That shit was fantastic. And just seeing Anakin going down the dark side throughout the whole movie was so depressing and so sad. Everything that was going on. Like, I couldn't... It's not that I couldn't handle it, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Like, I got, like, super, super emotional and sad and everything. And him just going against Padme, the one that he loved more than anyone else in the world, in the galaxy. Basically choking her out because he thought that she let Obi-Wan onto the ship to take him out or something like that. And then when he knocks Padme out, he blames Obi-Wan, saying that, like, you turned it against me. And then Obi-Wan's like, what are you talking about? You did that yourself. So then the whole fight ensues, and his legs get cut off by Obi-Wan and stuff. He screams, I hate you. Like, that acting, Hayden Christensen, dude, that was good, Hayden Christensen. Like, that was fantastic, saying, I hate you. Obi-Wan's like, you were my brother, and I loved you, Anakin. But you going against everything that we fought for, just, like, it broke my heart, it broke Obi-Wan's heart, and it was just so sad and emotional, impactful, and it's just such an epic scene, an epic fight and everything. But that is all that I got today for those two impactful, emotional fights. If I left anything, leave down in the comments and stuff. And leave down in the comments your emotional, impactful fights, lightsaber fights, any kind of Star Wars fight that you saw, or anything that I kind of missed or something. Like the video if you agreed with the things that I said and all that stuff. And subscribe to my channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, and theory discussion videos, and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most importantly, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty, alright? So peace and love, and I will see you all later in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Yo, I cannot believe that Anakin did that to Queen Amidala. Oh my gosh.